Why? Why? Hey everyone, this is the Movieman, another At Theater reaction. I can't even call it a review because I'm just like, what in the world? What did I just witness? What is going on? I know some of you are looking at some of these videos, especially when I get out of the theater, and I'm sure that some of you think I'm just being melodramatic or extra dramatic, or I'm just putting some extra sauce on it. Man, you just don't like anything, man. You just ain't here for it. Look, I already said in the last review that I don't like wasting time, gas, money, and the whole nines to come to one of my favorite places to come, like no matter what time of what day of any day. No, this is what I do, okay? So if nothing else, I am grateful for the experience. However, I am just so lost. I am giving some very brief thoughts because I just can't even bring myself to, yeah. I am coming to you all with my very brief out of the theater thoughts on Joker, Folie, Deux, directed by Todd Phillips. There's a song in the first Suicide Squad, which was not a great film, but my goodness. Now I'm kind of like, I'm rethinking some things. Like, let me just say that in that trailer, there is a very specific lyric that says, I started a joke, but the joke was on me. And if that does not sum up my experience with this film, I don't know what else to say. Todd Phillips started a joke, and I was fine with the joke, but coming out of here, the joke was on me. Okay? The joke was on me. Ha ha ha. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's not fair. It's just not fair. What have I done to deserve this? I just have so many questions. I need another therapy session, because I need to work through some past trauma, some past issues, so I can figure out what I have done to somebody, whether it's in this life, the last life, the next life, the Twilight Zone. I have done something to merit the punishment of 2024, okay? Not to say there haven't been gems, and I still have hope. Still, I cling to it. I need it. I must have hope. But good gracious, I don't know who to blame here. I really don't, because there's good, even great elements. This opening sequence, I loved that. The cinematography is beyond. The whole look, the costume design. You know, I'm a sucker for aesthetics, especially when it comes to a cityscape, when it comes to the urban landscape, especially as someone who is from Chi-Town. Hometown is the best town, right? So I love all of that. Joaquin Phoenix, Lady Gaga, like everybody is putting in work here, right? But the story, what is going on? The character development, where is it? That ending. What? And let's be clear, I am someone who has, and I've mentioned it before, I have a great appreciation for musicals, especially on the stage, but I can also appreciate movie musicals. Took me a little longer to get there, but we all go through the different stages. We have, Sesame Street, we have Barney, we have Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and then we get into, Disney and non-Disney animation with the songs. And then, for me, there was a point where I moved on into another phase, and it was like, hey, I like this, but, some of these films aren't for me. Then I saw Chicago, and Chicago changed everything. And I won't even say that I really appreciated it the first time I watched it. I was still young, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but Chicago is the film that made me appreciate movie musicals and see it in a totally different way. And I still am so shocked by how impeccably done that film was. And to this day, that is probably one of my all-time favorite movie musicals. And it's not even my favorite musical on the stage. But I give that film so much credit for allowing me to see that medium, that genre, like helping me to view it in a completely different way, right? So I can get into something musical related. That's fine. I can deal with it, whatever. But this film, there is like no point, maybe once, maybe twice. I can't think of many other times outside of that. I can't think of any times where the music came on and I was just like, this is justifiable. I totally get it. This is moving the story along. No, absolutely not. No. It just felt like placeholders to stretch this story out and to have Lady Gaga sing. Why do people love to do this when I'm recording? But that's okay. I'm going to keep going because I don't have time to do anything else, okay? But listen, I appreciate Lady Gaga as a singer. I'm not mad at what she did in The Star Is Born. I understand she still has further to go within this acting lane, and I wasn't mad at what they were trying to do, but it's just like, it got to a point where even me, I have the patience for a lot of films, especially when it comes to musicals. I watched this and I was just like, stop it. I wanted to pull an Ursula from The Little Mermaid and just snatch those vocal cords out. Like, stop it. I'm tired. I want to leave, but I can't because I have wasted time, money, and gas to get here. Why? I'm not pleased at all. Again, I am someone who appreciates music in a variety of ways, but there was nothing about this story, nothing about this film that warranted the musical piece. And even if you wanted to highlight that, there were so many other ways to do it, but this whole weird, creaky, realistic talk sing thing, like we're on the phone, then it's like, what the world needs to know is love, sweet love. I'm just like, stop this. Stop it. Stop. Why? Okay, so honestly, I'll say as far as the film itself, I'll put it at like, I don't know, a C-, right? But as far as like my general experience, my general enjoyment, this sucker is about at a D. Because I'm going to tell you something else that let me know this film was not it. I did the numero uno thing that I don't do when it comes to movies. This is like the, this ain't what you're supposed to do. I fell asleep. And and once that happened, I knew it was a wrap, and it didn't get any better from there. I managed to stay awake still. I didn't nod off again, but as far as the rest of this, it's a no for me, dog. I tried my best. I still have hope for the rest of this year. Look, I got my top 10, and I'll still have some backups in place. So I'm gonna be okay. Like, this wasn't a complete wash, but good. Like, we get into fall season, like that's my season. Summer, that's fine. But holiday season, Oscar season, there are a lot of things I'm here for and ready for. And I'm not gonna say I was just like, ooh, Joker, Folie, Deux. Like, that's gonna be the one that just, like shakes down the foundations of my cinematic world. But I wasn't expecting this. And I don't appreciate it. The disrespect is real. 2024 strikes again.